Right, people, welcome to the channel, Father and Son Workshop. Today what we're going to be doing, rebuilding the petrol tank and the sender units, the fuel pump for my BMW e36 M3. That's the petrol tank off it, and I'm going to wash it up, clean it up, take the pump out of there and the sender unit out, clean it up and make it new. The pump was faulty in the car anyway, and I rebuilt this by putting a cheap one from eBay for about 30 quid just so I could get the car started. So I've ordered the correct pump. The actual whole unit is about 1200 quid from BMW's, but I'll rebuild it. Let's show you how to do it. Alright, let's crack on. So there are pipes inside the tank. I think I'll see if I can replace them or not. But this sender unit is connected to that pipe, so I'm trying to take it off without breaking the unit. I think I'm going to get it off. Okay, take this off first. Okay. Just need to think I broke it. I didn't break it. There was a clip there. Push that clip and just pull it down. It'll come off. There's a clip just there. So I'll push the clip and it'll come off. That pipe was connected inside. Just need to pull it out. So those are the stuff that I'll have to rebuild. Rest. Let's give this a wash. Okay, that's all the dirt and grease off it now. It's all the dirt and grease off it. It is very clean. There is still crap inside it, so I think I'm going to fill it up with water and try and get it out as much as I can. The intake's a bit rusty there as well. Not sure how to clean, but it's only the first inch and a half, 2 inches. So I might get a wire wheel in there, just very lightly take as much of it off. Yeah, because it's just, if you can see, it's just on the surface there. I'll get a wire wheel in there and I'll get it cleaned up and I'll get the rubbish inside. Then I'll let it sit outside for a couple of days till it's fully dry. And I'll give it some black plastic spray just to spruce it up a bit more. So I'll show you in a minute. Right then, we've washed the petrol tank. I've left it out to dry for a few days. It's pretty clean, but there are a few. I mean, it's cleaner than what it was, but where it's been underneath the car, there's so much crap stuck to it. So I'm gonna go around shaking, take most of this stuff off with a scraper. There's some stuff there as well, and try and sand it down. Take as much of it off, and then I'll give it a good coat of paint to make it neater. But let's clean it up now. Yeah. Is basically plastic paint, bumper trim paint. It's pretty good stuff. I've spread a lot of stuff with this, and it does stick very nicely. You don't need to paint this side if you don't want to, because it goes underneath and it fits against the seats. Your seats are here, and you will never see this. But the underside, I definitely want to. So that's the sprayed, right, that's the sprayed up tank. Looks pretty good, pretty clean, neat, and as I said, the paint is very good. It don't come off. That's the inside. We've got trying to assemble the sender unit and the fuel pump. So let's do that. Right, as for the fuel pumps, as I said, this car was parked outside in my garage in London for a few years, and when I brought it down, the original fuel pump was seized up, so I had to replace it. And then I bought a kit off eBay for 30 odd quid, which had the pump in it, some other bits that I can use to replace this bit, but the pump don't have the right flow for the M3, so I've had to buy a new pump. I kept the old bits. There's the old bit, and that's the old sender link, but which is all corroded and everything, so I'll replace that with the cheap part that I got from China out the other, but it's exactly the same. It was exactly the same. Nothing with it except that just says VDO in it, and that doesn't, but otherwise it was exactly the same, so I swapped it over and it works fine, but the pump's not got a good flow rate on it. So I've got a new pump. It's for a company called Glencoe. Pretty good, very nice people, and help, good advice over the phone. And they said this is a upgraded pump for the M3 e36. So you got the filter, you got this pipe that will link from there to there. I replaced these, should replace it with stainless steel ones, but obviously we'll do them now. They come with it. That's just a sponge that will fit around it to stop it from vibrating. And here's the pump. Still a bit smaller than that, but that is the one for it. Made in USA. Should be good. So let's get changing. Right, that's that. We will clean those, connect to that. Now the new pump comes with a connection, but when I originally swapped it over, I had to use a heat gun to pull the connections out and put them in there. So what I'm going to do this time anyway, I'm going to take these clips out and I'm going to put those ones in there. That way I'll have the new clip going in there. Yeah, that way I'll have the new clips going in. So I'll take these clips out. And since I don't want to mess up which side is alive and which side is neutral, I will just mark it. So that side is alive. Put them in there together. They were like that, but this time the negative and the positive are going to be a bit too close, so don't want to go boom where they were separated here. So that's why I'm going to use the connector. I did mark it up so the live goes on that side and the negative on that side, so I'll put it in there and I will change the connector for the negative. Right, the other thing I had to have a look, because obviously we noticed the pump was smaller, but I need to follow, we need to follow from this depth downwards, and this is the one I got from China. The other one, if I follow it there and put those two rings together, you can see the length is the same, so it will sit in the tank properly. I've had to push this one down so it gets to the right length. Still is a little bit lower, but I don't know, I'll have to phone up Glencore and ask them if it is right, but I think it is sitting just about right there now, because that's where this would have sat. But what that does as a problem is the pipe that they've sent is too rigid. I can't bend it from there, it gets a kink in it, so I might have to ask to get a flexible pipe like that so it can go in there round, but this is not going to fit. I've cut it as well, tried to get it in place, but it just won't fit. It will get a kink in it, or then it doesn't put the pump in the right place, it pulls it forward. So I'm gonna have to get another pipe, a flexible piece that I can get in there, but for now that's all I'm going to be able to do with this, as I can't, I need to get a flexible fuel pipe that I can get from there to there. But otherwise that is done, and I will clean that up now with a bit of a thinner and paintbrush and get it all cleaned up. But yeah, And after that, then we've got the sender unit here. Again, I'm going to clean this up. I tried the other day, I can get that off. So there you go, it's a clean connector behind it. It's going to take very delicate work, but I will clean that up. I'll clean all this rust up. That's just because the tank was empty. It shouldn't be rusty because that's stainless steel, really. Sure, should be stainless steel. But I'll clean this up and we'll put that back in there. Again, you can buy that, but it is a lot of money. So let's just clean this up and get it on. Right guys, so a couple of days later, pipes that I wanted out here. I got this pipe to right, so as I was saying, we had a problem with that pipe not getting this out. I got this pipe, but unfortunately it's not submersible. I can run fuel through it, but I can't submerge this in fuel, so it's not good to me. But even if I could, because I only need it to curl around there a little bit, and this still wouldn't have that flex to do it unless I put a kink in the pipe, so it wouldn't be no good. But I got this, which I used previously as well. This is fully submersible. You can put this in fuel and it will give me a closer line there as well, so this will be perfect to put that on there. So I'm going to fit this. These came originally, I'm not sure if they're stainless steel, but I did order some stainless steel ones as well, so I'm going to put these on as well. So let's take these off and rebuild this again. Nope. Right, so it's my 12-volt battery. Connect it up, and there's the terminals. This side is live and that side is negative. There we go, working. So it's all connected. That is ready to go in the tank now. Right, so don't forget the original cable tie that tied up on there, so the sender didn't keep on moving around. Still got the filter on there. Filter goes in there. There we go. That's clipped in. Again, the final thing I just want to check is the original fuel filter has that groove on it, and the groove locks into there, so that's about there. And the bottom needs to sit in the same place. And if it's sitting at the same place, then it's about right, because it is a different pump. So that's all right there. Yeah, and then this goes in this way around. The filter sits inside a little bucket that's in there, and this goes in on that side, so it can send the fuel sensor up there. It goes in this, there, turn it around a little bit, that's it, and then just make sure the fuel sits in there perfect. Maybe it's the other way around, let's see. Might even be this way around. That's it. Yeah, this way around, that's it, that's better.
I'm taking this. Sorry.
Sorry, I had the seal on the thing first, but it wouldn't slide in. So if you put the seal in first, then slide that in, it goes in perfect. There we go. go, and that is one restored fuel tank. One restored fuel tank, all nice and clean.